If you love cinnamon rolls, but not all the calories that come with them, you are going to love my healthier gluten-free cinnamon roll cookies. They're made gluten-free with almond and oat flour, and they're naturally sweetened with maple syrup and organic cane sugar. We're gonna start by creaming together our butter with our sweeteners and our wet ingredients, but we're not going to add our egg just yet. We're gonna start with half a cup of soft butter plus 2 tablespoons, 2/3 of a cup of maple syrup, 1/4 a cup of organic cane sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of almond extract. And then I'm gonna mix these together until well combined. And now we can add in 1 egg, and then we're gonna mix this just until it's incorporated. Now we can add our dry ingredients, which includes 2 1/4 cups of almond flour, 1 1/2 cups of oat flour, and then we'll add 2/3 cup of tapioca flour. And then I have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We'll just dump those right on top. And then we'll just mix this until well combined. And then we have this very fluffy and delicious smelling cookie dough. Next, we're gonna make the cinnamon butter mixture that's gonna go on top of the cookies. And we want it to be soft, but not completely melted. So I'm gonna put it in my microwave for about 15 seconds. So after 15 seconds, that's perfect. Now we're going to add 1/4 a cup of oat flour, 2 tablespoons of organic cane sugar, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and then to give it that brown sugar flavor without actually having to use brown sugar, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of molasses. Then we'll add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And then we're just gonna stir this together until it's well combined. And then we can set this aside while we scoop our cookies. I like to line my baking sheets with a sheet of parchment paper because it makes it really easy for getting the cookies on and off of the baking sheet. Now I'll just use my medium-sized cookie scoop, and then we'll scoop the cookies right onto our sheet. And these cookies will have a decent amount of spread, so make sure you leave some room in between. Now that we've scooped all the cookies, we want to give them just a nice smooth finish. And a really easy way to do that is just by putting a little bit of water on our fingertips. So I just have a little bit of water here and then a paper towel. So I'm just gonna dip my fingertips in, dab them on the towel so they're not too wet, and then I'll just go into the cookie and I'm just gonna kind of smooth around the edges. And we want these cookies to stay fairly tall, but then we want it to have a little flat spot right on top. And having a little bit of water on your fingers keeps the dough from sticking to them. Now that our cookies are smooth and shaped, we can go ahead and add our cinnamon topping. So I'm just gonna take a small spoon and scoop out about 1/2 teaspoon. And then I'm just going to push it right on top of the cookie. And it will just sit right on top on that flat spot. Now as the cookies bake and spread, that topping is also going to spread and create this delicious cinnamon layer on top of each one. And this is where the cinnamon roll magic happens. Well, these look fantastic and they are ready to go into a 350-degree oven. And we'll want to bake them for about 11 to 13 minutes. You'll want to take them out as soon as you see the sides of the cookies starting to turn a really light brown. While our cookies are baking in the oven, we can go ahead and make our cream cheese frosting. We're gonna start with 4 ounces of cream cheese, which is 1/2 of a cube of cream cheese. And then we'll add 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, which really just kicks up that little bit of tang of the cream cheese, 1/2 a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and then we're gonna cream these together till they're nice and smooth. Well, that looks great. So now we can go ahead and add our powdered sugar. We're going to add 1.5 cups, and I'm using organic powdered sugar. And you can find this at most of your local grocery stores. And then I'll gently mix this in until it's well incorporated. Well, that looks so good. And I think we need to do a little quality control pinky test. That tastes delicious. It's not overpoweringly sweet, and I love the little bit of tang that comes in from the lemon. Well, now I'll put this bowl into the fridge so it can hang out while I wait for my cookies to both bake and cool. And that will give the cream cheese and the butter a chance to firm up a little bit so that they're easier to pipe and spread on the cookies. Well, here's a tray of baked cookies, and I took the tray out of the oven and then allowed it to cool on my counter for just a few minutes. And then I slid the cookies off of the tray using the parchment paper onto this cooling rack. And they look gorgeous. I love how the cinnamon topping kind of oozed over some of the edges, just like a real cinnamon roll. And I ended up baking them for about 14 minutes to be able to get this really nice golden brown color on the bottom. Now for the best part, which is adding the cream cheese frosting. Now you could just spread it on top with your spatula and it will taste incredible. Or if you'd like to get that high-end bakery look, then I recommend piping on the frosting. I'm just gonna use this really simple round tip, but you could also do this with a sandwich bag or a snack bag and then just snip the corner out. And then I'll add the cream cheese happiness. So to make this look as much as possible like a cinnamon roll, I'm going to go ahead and pipe the frosting in a circular pattern starting from the outside and then let it spiral into the inside. Here we go. So let's pipe a nice stream all the way around the edge. Let it get smaller and smaller and lift in the middle. You can also pipe it on the tray. So I'm just going to go in that circular pattern all the way around the edge and then let it swirl to the inside. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap in between the swirls because I want to be able to see that cinnamon topping. Oh, those look so good. You can leave these on the counter to let the frosting set, or you can put them into your fridge, or if you're really in a hurry, just put it into the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes. But I really like the idea of trying one right away while the frosting is still soft. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. Those flavors keep getting better and better. As soon as I bite in, I get that amazing texture of the cookie where it's a little bit crispy on the outside, but then it's soft and chewy on the inside. And then I get that burst of cinnamon and butter that comes in from that topping. And then getting that cream cheese flavor with the frosting is just divine. In my opinion, this tastes even better than a cinnamon roll because you're getting the oat and the almond flour, which have a really great depth of flavor. This is the perfect way to satisfy a cinnamon roll craving, but with clean, natural ingredients that leave me feeling just as good even after I eat it. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in my kitchen. I've included a link to the full recipe and it's in the video description below, which takes you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who you think would love this recipe, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you again with me in my kitchen next time.